welcome back. So right off the bat, there's actually two things that I need to explain here, and luckily this chapter is fairly short, so I'll just charge through this while I talk about it. The first thing is that this part is actually being recorded after the rest of the run is done. The reason behind this is because I usually like to upload these videos, publish these videos on a Saturday. And I totally forgot to do that last Saturday, so I went to bed, and it was about 1 AM, and I was obviously trying to get to sleep, and it hit me that I didn't make it public. I was like, oh fuck, well I better do that now. So I opened up my laptop, went into the Creator Studio, made the video public, and I clicked on that little checkbox that says, publish to subscriptions feed and notify subscribers. The problem was, I did save the changes. I distinctly remember hitting the save changes button. Get away, get away, get away, get away. That was close. I tried to exit that little window, and it said, would you like to save your changes? Oh, sorry, would you like to discard your unsaved changes? And I was like, what the fuck? I hit the save button. And I'm absolutely damn sure that I hit the save button. That was close. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just make it unlisted and then public again in hopes that'll fix it. Uh-oh, this is going to be bad. Yep, thought so. Yeah, not like this is going to matter because future me's inventory is going to be past me's inventory. Lol, time paradox. So I thought, okay, this is fine. I'll just check it in the morning and see if it's published correctly. But when I woke up, the video only had one view. Which is definitely odd, as people do watch me for the Resident Evil content, even though it's not specifically the content that I intended to upload. As I've explained before, I uploaded Resident Evil 4 content because Resident Evil 4 is fantastic. But I thought it was a bit bizarre, so I was like, okay, no worries. I've been through this routine before, and I've had problems with videos not publishing correctly. So I'll delete the video and just re-upload it. Problem was, I forgot that I deleted all the original footage, along with the rendered videos. And I could have saved it too. That's the worst part, because there's a download button right next to the delete button. And I was like, no worries, I got a backup, and I actually didn't. I deleted it a few weeks prior, so unfortunately that video is gone forever. And this will have to serve as a replacement, so obviously guys, I do apologize for this. It was just an unfortunate combination of events. All I really have to defend myself with is that I just woke up, it was like 10 AM, and my brain was just not really switched on. So it was mostly my fault. Although I don't know if the rest of the blame falls on YouTube or my laptop, because my laptop has had problems in the past, I guess. But considering YouTube's track record, I think that's the most likely second culprit. The second thing that I need to explain as well is the mysterious absence of two parts in my original Resident Evil 4 run. Those of you familiar with my previous channel will notice that there's a small segment of the game missing back when I could only upload 11-minute videos. There's the Canyon Jewel, which I just did there. Admittedly, I did speedrun it, but, you know, still, it counts. And there's a part a bit later on. I can't remember what that part actually is. I think it might be the part just before Del Lago. I honestly don't remember. I'd have to check it. You'd think I'd do that before recording this, but nah. Makes too much sense. And what happened was, every video that I was recording back then was tiny. Holy shit. They were somewhere along the lines of 40 to 50 megabytes each. They were ridiculously small. So I ended up getting myself into a routine. I assume that someone back there is still alive. I ended up getting myself into a routine of editing, rendering, and uploading. And I just made that shit public right away, because I was just flooding my subscribers with videos. Whoa, 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 whoa. So the routine that I got into pretty much had no breaks. It was just edit, render, upload, pretty much constantly. And I got distracted by TV at the time. I had this adorable little 14-inch CRT television that I was glancing over at. And at 2 points, I thought that I had rendered a part, but I actually hadn't. And I just deleted the original footage. In my defense, this was back when TV was good, but seriously, yeah, I have no genuinely good defense for that one. That was just a complete mistake on my part. I was 17 at the time, so hopefully nobody will really mind. Also, this guy will just point at you and rotate with you. I didn't pull it off there, I was actually too slow. But he will just spin on the spot with you while pointing, it's pretty funny. And also, if you're holding out hope on me collecting mine dart ammo, don't, because it turns out the game will actually not drop any mine dart ammo if you've got too much of it. I think I ended up finishing the run with 13. I can't remember how many darts I ended up with, but it wasn't very much. Also, don't shoot the water too low here. The explosion seems to take place on the surface of the water, yeah. So if I were to shoot down like that, I'd pretty much just blow myself up. I'm not really picking this up for any real good reason. I mean, it's not going to matter because my inventory is going to be different from future me's inventory, so I'll just leave this alone. So my original playthrough of the game was supposed to be 72 parts long if I did everything right. There's 2 parts missing because of my own incompetence. And there's another part missing because Capcom apparently... What? Saw what you were trying to do there. Capcom decided to copyright the cutscene where Ashley gets thrown down in the jail cell in the island. I don't know if it's an actual copyright issue that they're worried about, or I guess they just have a really wicked sense of humor and just wanted the playthrough to be 69 parts long, which I wouldn't put past them, honestly. But that's why there's going to be a bit of an inconsistency between parts of the playthrough, and I'd really rather not do the entire run again, because the original Mine Thrower run, or at least the parts of it that are left at this point, it's the first time I did this kind of run, so it's effectively, it's iconic in a way. So, whoops. So I want to preserve as much of it as I possibly can, and unfortunately at this point I don't have the entire run anymore, so... I think that's chapter over actually, so that was incredibly fast. May as well pick all this stuff up. Yay. Money in the closet. I don't know, you store clothes in there I think, but they just decided let's put 1,000 pesetas in there. Cool. Alright, that's the chapter done. So again, guys, I do apologize for the very abrupt and bizarre change of pace. In the next part, we'll return to our original timeline where past me will kill Delago. Catch you guys then.